Hey there viewers, it's Charlie. I'm back again with another Transformers review. And today's review is going to be on Legacy United Geocron. So yeah, we got another armorizer to look at. And well, this is the first armorizer that I've taken a look at in quite a while because, well, I skipped the pack with Thundertron and Calcitron for whatever reason. I really should go and get that set, but well, Geocron here looks to be the last of the armorizers because, well, with Age of the Primes, there doesn't seem to be a split apart armor gimmick for those guys, unfortunately. But, well, for Geocron here, well, starting off with the box. Of course, with the standard United packaging. Unfortunately, I stepped on this while preparing to record this, but got the standard core class packaging. So I got his name right there, Infernac Universe. Of course, we've got the art of him in bike mode. Of course, we've got the mural right here. The back arm in both modes, and the fact that he can be held by someone. So, got that. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the box. So looking at Geocron here, well, it's pretty much just Bouldercrash and a new color scheme. So, the rock surface is a lighter color, and I guess the magma is a different substance, like, I don't know, maybe some kind of mineral or something, because it's a light purple kind of color. I don't know, rocks. But yeah, this looks pretty nice. Like, it's some kind of purple gemstone that he uses as a blade, I guess. But yeah, just like with Bouldercrash, this guy transforms into a freaking rock tricycle, which is pretty cool. And of course, he can roll pretty well. And yeah, seeing how this is pretty much the same as Bouldercrash in vehicle mode, I'm not really going to go over the same details. So I'm just going to go over what's changed. So we've got a new bit of red right there. And then maybe there's like a headlight. I don't know. Is that like a bit of ruby? I don't know. But of course, we've got the purple blade, which looks really nice. Got some bits of purple just peeking out some cracks right there, which look really nice. Underneath, which there's not really much to talk about here. So, yeah, the tricycle mode is pretty much the exact same as Bouldercrash. Although, I guess if you want to, you can flip out the blade for a fan, like, jousting mode, if you want to do that. Although, yeah, this is pretty much the sword mode, because, of course, with Bouldercrash, that's advertised in the instructions that you can flip the blade out, and he's now a handheld weapon, which, I mean, okay. So I'll just grab a random figure. What's one that's close to me? Twincast. There we go. Twincast. That was one that was close to me, so just grab a random figure and hold this post here. If I can actually get the port in. Probably chose a bad figure for this, but hang on, I'll try and struggle with this. Well, I did get to in, but I probably should have chosen a better figure for this. Because, yeah, this guy's arms cannot hold the weight of this, but hey, Twincast was the closest figure I had on me, so... But it does show that this can be a handheld weapon. So if you want to do that, then there you go. On the instructions in the box, it still shows animated prime. I would have substituted that with Motormaster, but But yes, this can be held by other figures. So you can keep me held by Twincast here. We also have my previous review, so we got B here. Although, of course, this is going to look massive. So just trying to get this into his hand, which again, there's no way he's going to hold this. Yeah, the rest just slumps downwards, but he can still hold this, as funny as it looks. Honestly, I feel like the best kind of figure to use this with would be Commander class figures like Armada Prime or Magmatron, because, like, obviously with a deluxe here, it's oversized. But if you use a Commander class figure, then, well, it would just look like a normal sword. Yeah, it would look like a tricycle with a blade sticking out the end, but like, if you use it with Magmatron, I feel like it would be pretty cool. It'll go with the whole, like, rock feed. Like, so, yeah. And of course, as I said, we'll just have it like this for like a jousting mode, I guess. Or a battering ram or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the bike mode. It's pretty much the same as Bouldercrash with different colors. And speaking of, here he is with Bouldercrash. So you can see the different coloring. So you can see that, well, Bouldercrash is more like a magma bike, I guess. This guy is more like a amethyst bike, I guess. I'm just going with that based on the color of the blade here. But like, there are some added bits of color here, like on the front here. And of course, the head is different, as we'll see. And maybe we can sort of do what the Junkions do and have him, like, hitching a ride. Maybe? No, it doesn't really work. If this was bigger, then maybe, but it doesn't really work. They can't really ride on top of each other, so no. I mean, he already got a huge, like, shit stick just sticking out of his ass, so. But well, that's pretty much it for the bike mode, so let's move on to the transformation. So to start off, we're just going to flip out the blade and parts forming! I mean, come on, Bouldercrash had this as well, so well, we're just going to set that off to the side, and we're left with this, which, okay. So we're just going to unpeg the legs from the little stick here. Just move them down and straighten out the leg. Spin around the waist, which, with the stick in the way, it can be a bit fiddly. Oh, there we go. And that's another difference from Bouldercrash. Like, Geocron's legs often pop off on the ball joint, which is kind of annoying. Like, these feel loose in the sense that they pop off more easily. Although, they're not floppy loose, so. But anyway, with this top section, like the front wheel, just going to spin that around as well. Come around to the arms, just going to peg them from here. Move them around and then just going to peg into here. This chest flap is going to move down. The entire section with the front wheel moves down to his back. And the head spins around. And here we have Geocron in robot mode. And, okay. I mean, honestly, if I didn't know this guy, I don't think I would realize that this is a Transformer. But, yeah, of course, this is meant to reference those rock robots from the Headmasters, apparently. And with Geocron specifically, the head's also meant to reference that. Although, to be honest, that just reminds me of the things, so. Like, the Bouldercrash had a cool head sculpt, whereas this, he just looks a little dopey and. So, honestly, the head sculpt's a bit of a downgrade here. Like, he just looks like a bumbling This guy looks like a bumbling moron compared to Bouldercrash. I mean, hey, these guys don't really have personalities. Maybe he is the bumbling over the team. But anyway, of course he can't hold his weapon. So we'll just have him hold it here. Like so. So he can, I guess, stab at people like he's from London. I'm looking at the freaking details on that. Yeah, it's pretty well detailed, and it looks pretty nice in purple. And yeah, the stick poking out his ass is kind of weird, but... And it's just so you... It's because of the sword gimmick, or... I guess you can have like a... another figure holding him in robot mode. I don't know. But if we have him alongside Bouldercrash, well, if we just holding his weapon as well. Honestly, I really like having these two displayed together. It's like these two are brothers. Like, this guy's the brains, this guy's the brawns. And honestly, that's how I'm going to characterize them. Like, Bouldercrash is the smart one who plans out everything. Geocron is the one who, like, does... Like, Geocron's the one who does all the beating up of the two. That's how I'm going to characterize them. So, yeah. And of course, we can see the differences in the swords. Like, this is like magma or something. Whereas with this guy, I don't know. Lean or something. That's probably a dead meme by now. But yeah, these look pretty good together. And of course, this guy's articulation is the exact same as Bouldercrash's. So the head can go side to side. Pretty sure it's on a ball joint, but... Yeah, that's all the range you can get for up and down. You can just kind of like down in shame after Boulder... He just looks down in shame after Bouldercrash shouts at him for messing something up. Of course, the arms are on ball joints, so they can move around, and you can T-pose, although not all the way because, yeah. So that's about as far as it can go before the ball joint pops off. Arms are on ball joints, they can go that far, they can rotate 360 degrees as waist rotation that's a bit hindered by this. But hey, core class with waist rotation, that's pretty cool. Of course, kick forward. Pretty good knee. Can't really go back unless you move it around the little stick here. And the swivels here and here. So yeah, quite posable for a core class. And honestly, getting these core class figures for like £4 or £3 from In-Demand Toys, it's kind of making me sad that core class is no longer a thing with Age of the Primes and 2025 Studio Series onwards. Because honestly, these are fun desk toys. Like, just having a core class figure on your desk to mess with when you're bored. It's something that, like, other size classes can't really do. Like, yeah, some deluxes can do it, some Voyages can do it, but honestly, core class is kind of fun. And I am really sad that these guys are going away this year. So, yeah. So that's pretty much all I've got to say about this guy. Complaints? Pretty much the same complaints that I had with Bouldercrash, but for the new complaints... Well, my copy, as you saw, like, the legs seem to come off a bit easier than they do on Bouldercrash. But my main complaint is, I just think the head sculpt's a bit dopey. Yeah, it's definitely funny, like he's a bumbling moron or something, but honestly, compared to the cool head sculpt that Bouldercrash has, Geocron just, I don't know. And to be perfectly honest, I actually had no plans on getting this guy. It wasn't until Indie Toys had it for like £4 or something. That's when I decided to get this guy. And honestly, I'm pretty glad I did it because it reminded me on how fun the Bouldercrash mod is, and I kind of wish that they would go back to it. Maybe like heavily retool it into a Cybertronian bike. I don't know. But honestly, I'm gonna miss the Armorizers. They were pretty cool, even though they were mostly just the Magnus mold. But still, having a bunch of like rock guys who had ambiguous, I guess, loyalties, because we didn't know if they were good guys or bad guys or just neutral. But honestly, like the Armorizers were pretty cool. So yeah, I'm gonna miss them. So, do I recommend Geocron? Honestly, if you can find them for like £5 or something, then yeah, this is a pretty cool desk toy. But honestly, I still think that Bouldercrash is the better out of the two. But if you can find this guy for a sale price, like £5 or something, or lower, then yeah, this is a pretty fun desk toy. So yeah, this has been my review on Legacy United Geocron, and this is Charlie Young signing off.